Peace, family. How you doing today? Today is going to be a short video. It's going to be about karma, okay? And don't worry, it's a general message. It's not, for any specific one or anything like that. It's just a general message of how I understand karma. So don't say, oh, that's not karma. Well, that's just my understanding of it, okay? And hopefully it'll help others also to have a little bit, even if it's just bits and pieces of what I say, to it will help others to get those bits and pieces and put together the full picture to their understanding and stuff like that. So today, short video, karma, right? And so I started off by saying karma. I spoke in my last video, I spoke about forgiveness and why is it important to forgive yourself and forgive others. That way, is almost as if you're clearing the way for universal law to just take effect in terms of balancing and stuff like that. So, well, so having said that, right? When it comes to karma, from my understanding and my perspective, is that I said in the past that karma must be a woman, and people was like, well, is it because of the name? You say it's because it must be a woman, and I'm like, well, it's not really because of the name, even though karma is more like of a female name than anything else. However, when it comes to the reason why I said that is because you have, like, for example, something about hell has no fury like a woman scorn or something like that. I think when I look at karma, and this is my analysis, is like I'm analyzing energies, even if the energy is a universal law or something that is put in place to maintain balance. And that's why I said karma must be a woman, one, because of I how I imagine karma is like a woman there, and when things really need to get balanced, she's on it. That's why I spoke about karma must be a Libra also, and Libra is all about the balance scale. That's their zodiac symbol, the balancing scale. So I was like, oh, karma must be also a Libra. So I'm kind of like narrowing down the characteristics to a specific detail when it comes to karma. And karma is just an energy. I suspect, maybe I'm wrong, but I suspect karma is a feminine energy that's also Libra. I don't know because it's like it's all about balancing. When things are taken advantage of, and people decide to influence things in a negative way or positive way, because karma is good or bad. Karma can be good and karma can be bad in terms of what you put out into the universe, how you deal with other people, your true intentions, and also saying that feminine energies, because I feel like karma reads the heart of people. The heart, the emotional aspect of them, and how the intentions that they put out, especially on emotional level. So doing this, I'm kind of like understanding certain energies, certain laws a little bit better by associating it with certain characteristics based on how it what would I say, how it acts, or the performs or something like that. And so that's my conclusion. And this is just my perspective of karma. Okay. So my perspective is karma is a feminine energy. Hell has no fury because of the way she acts or the energy acts. And it goes off the emotions, the heart of people, their true intentions coming from their heart. Then also the balancing aspect of karma, how she always tried to maintain balance. So good or bad, she's trying to maintain that. So I would say karma is a Libra. So, that's how I came up with that, my synopsis of what karma actually is. But actually, karma is an energy. Karma is a universal law that is put in place to maintain balance in terms of how we decide to live our lives, how we deal with other people, how we treat other people, the intentions we have, and that can be good or bad. So if we are sending out good intentions, love, peace, harmony, we're treating other people right, then karma will also balance out that scale and bring it back to you as an individual because you're putting that kind of energy out into the universe. Also, when you forgive, and when when you talk about forgiveness, right? Here's how I look at it too. I think, say for example, just use your imagination. My nose I was running as soon as I think is yeah. Anyway, say for example, someone did you real dirty. You're angry, you're upset, your emotions are all, in balance and everything is, you're mad, you're angry at the person. Sometimes in that moment, you might say certain things to that person. Sometimes you just say things out in the air to yourself or whatever. But your true intentions, your karma reads that. Karma is like, well, yeah, you say that, but that's not how you really feel. I know you have a good heart. So even though you said that, I know that's not what you really meant, right? And that's how I think karma works also. And then from another point of view, sometimes people hurt you real bad, right? And you're there and you're angry and you're like, man, either you're sad or angry or whatever, and you're like, yo, oh, I'm so mad, I'm so upset, I'm so angry. Or you're sad and you're there, you're crying, and you're like, man, that person did that to me, and I only showed them love, man. What the hell? What's going on? And then karma is there, like on your shoulder. Just imagine karma like leaning on your shoulder, listening to you, right? And while you're there, through your pain and your anguish, and karma's like, yeah, and you're there, you talking, and you're like, yeah, man, I feel. Or you're angry and you're like, yo, I can't stand this, and then yeah, and you there and you're mad and Karma just there. Hold on one second. Yeah, notification. Karma just there, leaning on your shoulders, just wait, just consoling you, like, yeah, the scales are unbalanced. That's what Karma's saying to you. Yeah, I agree. That's messed up. That's messed up, and that's messed up. That's in a negative sense, right? And the moment you're there and you're like, I'm so angry, but you know what? I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let the universe handle it. I'm going to let go of that anger, that pain, that hurt. And even better, I'm not only going to forgive that person, but I'm going to forgive myself for feeling this way for so long. Even if it's just 5 minutes, I'm going to forgive myself. And karma is like on your shoulder. Karma is like, what you just said? You forgive them? You letting it go? Honestly, and karma start reading your heart. Oh, you letting it go for real? You really? Karma's like this. Karma doing the James Brown. You can't see my feet, but karma doing the James Brown and the moonwalk. You know why karma's so happy? Because it's playtime. Once you did that, karma is a go. Now, karma was there hurting with you. Karma was feeling your pain. Karma didn't do nothing because, if you hold on to it, that means you're not releasing that energy. You're not just releasing it. Just let it go. Once you let it go, that's karma's issue now. She takes up that mantle. She's like, what? You let it go? No, but the scales aren't balanced here. Nah, I gotta do something. And that's when karma comes into play. That's when karma comes into play. You let it go. Let it go. Let go of the anger, the pain, the hurt. Yes, you go through a grieving period. Everyone does. I do. Go through a grieving period, go through an anger period. Because at the moment, yes, it's going to upset you. We're all human beings. But once you decide to let it go and forgive that person, forgive yourself, like genuinely, just like, all right, it is what it is. Then karma step in. She's like, nope, it is what it is. You did the right thing. You allow the anger and the hurt not change you into something you're not, and not wishing tit for tat on someone, even though they're continually or continuously, or even if it's for the first time, did something really bad or bad to you or hurt you or something like that, and you decided, you know what, I'm going to forgive them, forgive myself. You forgiving that person doesn't mean karma won't come into play. This is what a lot of people don't realize, that they feel like, oh, because I forgive them, genuinely forgive them, right? Scales won't be balanced. Oh, yeah. Once you do that, you're putting it in the hands of the universe. It's no longer yours because you have a choice. You could try to balance the scales yourself, which usually might turn out badly, even though you might have the right to. Even though you have the right to balance the scales. This person did that to me, and I'm going to do it back. However, the best approach is to allow karma to do it. And you're not wishing that anything on anyone in terms of negative energies or karma or anything bad happening to the other person. All you're doing is just healing yourself. You go through the healing process. You forgive the person, forgive yourself, and allow the universe to play out. However, the universe or karma might just say it does take effect. Might just go to the person and give them, stop. You know better. If that's that, karma knows how to properly balance the scales. If we take karma into our own hands, we might overdo it. We might even do things we shouldn't be doing. Allow the universe to do it, you know? Thank the Most High. If you believe in the Most High, God, Allah, whoever you pay homage to in terms of higher power, higher force in the spiritual realm, right? And that's how that's how I analyze and my synopsis of how karma works, how I characterized her, and she's one of the universal law. Believe it or not, it's the universal law. And the universal law states that indirectly, not direct, in my own words, I should say, not indirectly, in my own words, universal law states that things must be balanced. If someone is going to tip the scales, especially from a malicious point of view and malicious intent, not to aid and help, right? Karma is coming back. You're not wishing that on the person. It's what they are putting out. They're doing this to themselves, really, at this point, especially when if they continually do it and you keep telling them, like, look, enough is enough, bro, or sis. Just stop. What's wrong with you? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Just stop. Some people just they don't think along those lines. So, as I always say, my grandfather always said this to me: a hard head makes a soft ass, and it's true. A hard head makes a soft ass. Don't expect me to feel sorry for what happened in terms of how karma plays out and other people when you treat other people wrong. Or if you're the person doing this to other people, like you have to understand and learn from the lessons. Things that are going wrong or in your life is not because of that person. Because you did them wrong, you think they're doing it back to you. In some cases, some people do retaliate, right? And it's true. In some cases, that person don't even think about you. They don't even want to know that you exist if you're someone that's hurting them. Some people just want to live their life in peace and harmony with themselves and others and their families and friends. Who are you? Who are you to think that you could bend someone's will? You could continually hurt people and not reap the repercussions of what you put out? Ooh, okay. Karma is a Libra. Scales will be balanced one way or another in this life or the next. Understand this. Hard head, soft ass. In my past life, and even sometimes, even currently, like I said, I'm not perfect. I do things too, but I'm learning from that. I'm learning that, my intentions and what I put out and how, in terms of negativity and stuff like that, even positivity comes back to me. That's why I'm focusing more on positive vibrations, positive intentions, helping others. Because I also want that goodness comes back to me. I'm not doing it for that person for recognition or anything like that. I'm doing it because it's just from the good intent of my heart. And I love to see people happy. I love to see people smile. I love to see people doing well. I'm not an envious, malicious person. And when you get into that state of mind, that's where karma is right at your back. She's like literally right over your shoulders, breathing on your neck. Like, do it again. Do it again. I'm do it again. And then stupidly, you do it. Bang. Hey, that's out of my hands. That's out of your hands, people who are doing the right thing. It's not your fault. All you want to do is just live your life, right? All you want to do is just grow and progress. Karma now also works on a good point of view. Well, in terms of karma is also good. So your good intentions, you helping someone genuinely, not out of recognition, not out of clout, not out of fame, genuinely help someone, right? And look, I'm going to say this, but it is not for clout or anything, right? At work, right? I even forgot this. I really did forget. And this is just an example. There was a a lady, right? She wasn't even from my um department. However, at the work, you have to wear a certain outfit, uniform, and it has to be, certain color. Now, she didn't have a pair of black socks, and the manager was giving her a hard time, like, you have to have your socks. And this happened months ago, like months. So I had an extra pair in my bag. I don't even remember. I bought like a pack and I only took one pair out of it. So I had like another two pairs left, right? Pack of three. And then it clicked to me when she asked me, she was just asking random people, do you have any extra pair of socks? Because they were planning on sending her home. And I was like, oh, yeah, I do. I do remember when I was packing my bag this morning, I saw an extra pair of socks and I didn't even take it out. I just left it there. So I gave her the pair. She wasn't even belonging to my department, no, nothing. Right. What's crazy is that recently I've done forgot about this lady, right? I didn't even remember about that. Recently, she was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" I saw her at work. "Hey, how are you doing?" And I was like, "Why is she look happy today? Like, why is she so happy?" She come and give me a hug. So I hug her back and I was like, "Hey, what's going on? You good? You good?" She was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember you." And I was like, "Ah, snap. What did I do now?" She was like, "You remember you gave me that pair of socks?" And I was like, that sucks. That happened months ago. She's like, no, 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 thank you. I'll pay you for it. I like, nope. I don't want to. I'm good. I gave that to you because I had an extra pair. That's it. No, no, no. I'll pay. And she keep insisting. I keep telling her, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's good. I don't really. You don't have to pay. Come on, it's a pair of socks. But anyway, that was just a short story. Now, people do remember the kindness and the goodness you do for them, even if you don't remember. And that's. I think that's a wonderful thing. Sometimes you do things out of the kindness of your heart. At one point in time, I wasn't like that. I would have just kept that socks and be like, shit, I'm gonna need that pair later. I give it away. What am I get later? What am I use later when I need it? And now I have to go buy another one. You know what I mean? I was like that. That's in the distant past. But as I evolve and times change, and I'm not perfect. Even now, I'm still learning and evolving and working on myself. And I also would like others to do the same. This is why I do these videos. This is why I talk about certain things to enlightenment, to help each other. We teach each other, we grow each other, we grow together. So it's not really me trying to like boast or brag or say this and say that. No, no, I'm just like everyone else. We all growing, we all learning. I don't know everything, you don't know everything, but each person has a piece to the puzzle that we put together to make the bigger picture. And once we do that, then then we'll have a overall collective consciousness of right and wrong. What should we do? What should we not do? A better understanding from different perspectives and stuff like that. So karma has good too. Your good intentions. And I'm not talking about from clout or do it because you want recognition, and do it. No, you sometimes just do things out of the kindness of your heart. You'll be surprised. It's a universal law how things come back to you, even if you're not expecting it. A lot of people are out there, even celebrities, they do things out of the kindness of their heart. They're not expecting certain things to come back to them, but it does. It does. Maybe not in the same way they give it. Say they give donations to charity and to help, the kids that are struggling with health issues and people that regular people that maybe they help someone. Just do it because the kindness of their heart and they're in a position to do it and they just do it. You'll be surprised how blessings coming back around to them. Celebrities, rich people, even rich people get good karma. People think that because someone is wealthy and rich, they're evil or they don't have good intentions and they're greedy. Well, some of them are. To be honest with you, hey, look, truth is truth, right? But it's not all of them. There's way more good, wealthy people out there in the world. You just don't see what they do because they do it behind the scenes. And that's true. That is true. Celebrities too, famous people too, in their own way, regular people. So I encourage us to continually do good things, help others, do it out of the kindness of your heart. Do it because, well, I have an extra $5. Somebody, you at the mall or you somewhere out or at work and someone's struggling, help them. Someone might not be able to afford a pair of shoes for work. Nobody has to know that you help them. Nobody has to know you ordered a pair of shoes or you did something for them. Just do it. If you can. Not saying you should put yourself out of your way to help others. And my grandfather always say to me also, I learn a lot from my grandfather, so I speak a lot about him. He's like so wise to me. I looked up to him growing up. Like he's so smart, right? Mr. Wong. Yes, Wong. Wong. That's why my Asian culture always kicks in sometimes. Anyway, my grandfather always say, right? What was it? I lost the train of thought. But anyway, right? Do good to people. Do good. Just do it out of the kindness of your heart. You know, what goes around comes around, and that is true. Show love and peace, and it will come back to you. Anyway, I know when I cut this video off, I'm gonna exactly remember what he said, but I'll say it in another video. Don't worry about it. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for listening to my video. This is another one. Karma. Karma. is real. Whether you believe it or not, whether you believe in karma, you don't believe in karma, but it's a universal law. Whatever you put out comes back. That's why a lot of people they're putting out in ill intentions and negative stuff, especially to people that they shouldn't be doing it to, especially. And they know. I'm running back for forgiveness and stuff like that after the fact, after you intentionally, karma already read your heart. So even and I'll forgive people from my aspect, you too. You forgive them. They come in running back. Oh, please forgive me. You know how to do. Yeah, forgive them. But guess what? Karma already has that number. Karma don't miss the address. So even you forgiving them, they intentionally and keep doing things. You know, that's out of your hands. You done. You played your part. And when it comes to good karma is there. So we all working on ourselves. We all building. We all evolving. We all growing. Let's continue to do that and do that together. All right. I love you guys. Have a good week. Peace. I'm out.